What if you could erase your life, vanish without a trace, and start over? One man did just that. He was declared dead in a fiery crash in 2012. But for 12 years, he lived under fake names, committed new crimes, and stayed one step ahead of the law. This is the unbelievable story of Victor Hale, the man who pretended to be dead and almost got away with it. Part 1. The Death That Wasn't. Reenactment visuals, blurry dash cam, wreckage, ambulance lights and fog. In August 2012, a car was found burned beyond recognition in rural Tennessee. Inside was a body, charred, unrecognizable. The vehicle belonged to Victor Hale, a 42-year-old accountant with no known enemies, no history of mental illness, and, at least on paper, a quiet suburban life. Authorities believed it was a tragic accident, but the investigation was rushed. The body was never autopsied. Dental records were assumed to match, and within 2 weeks, Victor Hale was officially declared dead. A death certificate was issued. His estranged wife collected a $250,000 life insurance payout. The debts he had racked up vanished with him. No one asked deeper questions, not yet. Part 2. Who was Victor Hale? Photos of Victor, clean-cut, professional, smiling with family. Victor Hale was a numbers guy, literally. He worked in corporate finance, crunching spreadsheets and optimizing taxes. But behind the calm exterior was a man in freefall. After the 2008 recession, Victor began gambling. Sports betting turned into poker, then into underground casino debts. By 2011, he owed over $900,000 to various creditors, some legal, some not. There were also rumors he was under IRS investigation. His marriage was collapsing. His reputation was crumbling. Victor Hale was out of time, unless he disappeared. Part 3. A New Life in the Shadows. Visual security footage from different countries. Blurred face of a man at bars, ATMs. 3 years later, 2015, a bartender in Tijuana, Mexico, noticed something strange. A man going by the name Rick Havers paid only in cash, never used a phone, and avoided cameras. He claimed to be Canadian but had an American accent. He had no online presence, no family, and no backstory. The bartender remembered his face. Months later, he saw a true crime documentary about faked deaths and recognized Victor Hale. He called the U.S. Embassy, but no one took it seriously. Victor Hale was dead. Case closed. Part 4. The Brother Who Wouldn't Let Go. Interview-style dramatization. Documents on a desk. Victor's younger brother, Michael Hale, never believed the official story. The body was too burned to ID, but they closed the case in 2 weeks? That didn't sit right, Michael told a private investigator in 2018. Michael hired that PI. What they uncovered changed everything. Flight records showed someone using one of Victor's old online aliases had booked a ticket to Belize 2 days after his supposed death. The passport? Issued under the name Harold Lenz. The photo? Nearly identical to Victor, just older, beard, sunglasses. Victor wasn't dead. He was gone. Part 5. The Scammer Emerges. Cut to photos of offshore resorts, ATM withdrawals, forged IDs. From 2015 to 2021, Rick Havers appeared in at least 5 countries: Panama, Belize, Ecuador, the Philippines, and Indonesia. He wasn't hiding quietly. He was working. Rick offered investment advice to expats, promising high returns through fake offshore real estate deals. He conned dozens of retirees and travelers, then disappeared before any legal action could catch up. His MO: charm, vanish, reinvent. He changed names: Rick, Alex, Paul, Michael DeLuca. Always one step ahead. Always cash only. Always moving. Part 6. The Woman Who Knew. Moody scene of messages, voice notes, shaky phone cam. In 2020, a woman named Lena Ortiz contacted Interpol. She had briefly dated a man calling himself Alex Carver in Colombia. One night, she found an old newspaper clipping in his bag. It was the 2012 obituary of Victor Hale, his face circled in red. She was scared. She left him. But she made a copy of the obituary and sent it to a contact in law enforcement. 2 weeks later, Lena vanished. Her last known location? A remote mountain lodge near the Colombian-Ecuadorian border. Her body was never found. Part 7. The Forensic Breakthrough. Dramatic music. Investigators in lab coats. Skull x-rays. In 2022, a forensic training program at the University of Tennessee revisited cold cases. One student picked the 2012 Victor Hale car crash. She compared dental records. They didn't match. The skull found in the wreckage belonged to a different man, Caucasian, mid-30s, missing 2 molars Victor had. Further analysis confirmed it. The body was never Victor Hale's. So who was the man in the car? And who killed him? Part 8. The Global Manhunt. Interpol files, map tracking, grainy footage from ports. With new evidence, the FBI and Interpol reopened the case. By now, Victor had been dead for 10 years. But they weren't chasing a corpse. They were chasing a con man with a decade head start. CCTV footage in Manila showed a man matching his description, boarding a ferry to a fishing village in the Philippines in early 2023. A month later, he was spotted withdrawing cash in Jakarta using a forged ID. Then, nothing. He vanished. Part 9. The Empty House. Police raid footage, close-ups of burner phones, passports, fake IDs. In April 2024, authorities raided a beach house near Cebu. Locals had reported a quiet American who paid in cash and rarely left. Inside, wigs, fake passports, international maps, and 2 handwritten pages listing aliases and fake banking contacts. But Victor was gone. The neighbors said he left 3 days earlier, boarding a small boat headed toward Malaysia. Interpol declared him actively evading capture. Part 10. Dead Enough. Slow fade visuals, empty dock, waves crashing. In July 2025, a decomposed body was found floating off the coast of Indonesia. Male, 50s, American features, fingerprints burned, face partially mutilated. A fake passport in the name David Carr was found in a waterproof pouch. The face on the ID looked like Victor Hale, but older, more tired. Authorities tested DNA. The results were inconclusive, degraded too far by salt water. Some believe it was him. Others think it was just another victim in his place. Was Victor Hale finally dead? Or had he done it again? Faked his death, disappeared, and vanished into legend. Outrow, voiceover, eerie piano music. Some people run from their past. Others burn it to the ground. Victor Hale didn't just fake his death. He erased his identity, scammed the world, and outran justice for over a decade. Maybe he's dead, or maybe he's watching this right now.